What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another fresh episode of Media Madness, another freshie for you. It's that time, guys. I'm a little late to this, but nonetheless, I'm here. I'm going to be going over my top 10 best of 2024, along with 5 honorable mentions that I'm going to drop here. But guys, I'm going to go through these, keep it brief. I don't want to waste your time, and yeah, man. My first honorable mention is Transformers 1. This is one that I felt was very slept on, man. I feel like the marketing had something to do with that. It wasn't heavily seen in the light, if you will. Rarely did I see ads for this, and honestly, the trailers they did release, I will admit, were not that great. But this turned out to be a really fun film and just great for kids and adults alike. This is a good entry for a hardcore fan or just a casual like myself. And I really hope in the future this gets some love, maybe on some streaming services when it hits those. And it ultimately gets a second wind. My second honorable mention is Joker Folie à Deux. This is my opinion, so before you spit out your fruit punch Capri Sun, just listen. I found this film to be, on a technical standpoint, one of the best of 2024. This is brilliantly shot, man. I love the coloring. I love everything about it on a technical level. Now, I do understand some of the gripes here and there throughout the film. It's definitely not a perfect film by any means. I really hope this gets some love in the future, much like Transformers 1, like I said. It gets a second wind, and maybe people can reassess it instead of joining everyone else's opinion on the internet before checking it out yourself, like most people. So yeah, man. My third honorable mention is Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire. Guys, I forgot to see if it came out this year until I checked my list, and yeah, here we are. I found this film to be exactly what I needed. I wanted to go in there, I wanted to see big monsters punch each other in the face and cause destruction, and well, I got that and then some. It's kooky, it's fun, and it's exactly what you're hoping for a film in the genre. My fourth honorable mention is Speak No Evil. Guys, I found this film to be really fun for what it was. I know this is a remake. I've heard the international film is better, but I just saw this one alone, and I'm going off of just that. James McAvoy gives a great performance in this, and there's just so many scenes that are just so odd and uncomfortable in the best way possible. I truly found myself enjoying this more than I ever thought I would have, so there it is. And for my last honorable mention, this may surprise a lot of people, but it's The Wild Robot, and you may be wondering why it's not on the top 10 like everyone else. I know everyone absolutely adored this film, and I'm not saying I didn't. I just didn't love it. I liked it a lot, I just didn't love it. There's a crack in the egg somewhere, no pun intended, that just didn't do it for me. I don't know where it was, I don't know what it was. Maybe upon a future rewatch, I may like this one better. It is great nonetheless, and I do recommend watching it.
So anyways, let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
My top 10 of 2024, let's do it. At number 10, I'm going with Twisters. Going with Twisters, man. I was looking for a lot of fun in 2024. I found it. There was a lot of fun to be had in the theater, and Twisters definitely filled those shoes for me. It was a pure blast, better than it should have been, and I just had an all-around good time with it. So yeah, man. Rolling in at number 9 is Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Guys, I feel like this film was slept on. This is a very cool film. I love the Planet of the Apes. Now, it's not the Matt Reeves films that we grew to love with Caesar, but this is seriously a cool direction that they took this in, and I'm very much looking forward to what's next. But guys, this film has a great scope. The scaling of this film, the giant ship with the rust, you go all through the lands, man, you name it. Coming in at number 8 is Furiosa: A Mad Max Saga. I didn't really love this one at first, guys. The more and more I thought about it, I kind of like it a lot. Gotta hand it off to George Miller, man. Absolutely killed it. This guy is very much high up in the age, and he absolutely slayed it as if a young person, as if a 25-year-old, 30-year-old was behind that camera. He brought so much energy, so much oomph, and once again, that coloring in that film is so good, along with that saturation, bro. Clashing in at number 7, guys, I'm going with Gladiator 2. So, sue me. I liked this film a lot. I found this to be a great continuation, the best continuation it could have been, and Sir Ridley Scott absolutely slayed this, much like George Miller, which I just talked about. Older in age, but brought so much energy as if he was young. I absolutely adored this film, and I can't wait to check it out again when it hits physical media. Okay, guys, rolling in at number 6, I'm going with Alien Romulus. This is a fantastic sci-fi film, and it doesn't have, which I just talked about, Sir Ridley Scott behind the camera, but it has Fede Alvarez, and I think he absolutely killed it. He brought the atmosphere, he brought the terror, and he brought the xenomorphs back, baby. They are full-fledged horrific in this. And on top of that, the art department absolutely killed it. This film oozes atmosphere and the aesthetic to those old school alien films that we all grew up loving is there. Rolling in at number 5 is Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Just watched this, absolutely loved it. This one really surprised me. Maybe it's just recent bias that I'm going off of, and that's why I love it so much. But man, I really did love this film. I thought there was a lot of fun to be had. Tons of action, tons of heartfelt moments for just a kiddish film. And yeah, sure, that narrative is kind of mid, but I'm going off the fun level for these, man. I'm looking to have some fun. I know people hate to say this, but I kind of want to turn my brain off every now and then and just watch something stupid, fun, fast. Coming in at number 4 is Deadpool and Wolverine, guys. I had a great time with this one. Again, I had fun. The word of the day is fun, if you didn't already know. But yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine absolutely scratched the itch I was looking for as far as action, as far as nostalgia, as far as jaw-dropping cameos, whatever. Yes, sure, all these Marvel films are fan service nowadays, but come on, we all want it. So yeah, dude, seeing mustard and ketchup up on the screen, I was clapping in pure joy. Coming in at number 3, guys, is The Substance. This is a fantastic horror film, body horror film, if you will. This film really caught me by surprise. I went in blind, and I was so glad I did. This is such a weird film. It's very much like a David Lynch film, but man, is it great. There's so many things in this that you will never forget, even if you tried. It will stick in your head, and that is the point, bro. Margaret Qualley and Demi Moore did a fantastic job in this as the leading actresses, and I really think they should be up for Oscar consideration, even though they probably won't. I don't even know the Oscar list or whatever, man. I don't pay attention, but they really should be nominated for this. So yeah, man. Coming in at number 2, guys, Wicked. Yeah, I'm one of those people. I'm going with it. Wicked. This film was amazing. I saw this in Dolby in pure form, bro. It was fantastic, though. Seriously, this film caught me by surprise. I thought this was gonna be a roll my eyes. Oh, here we go with the TikTokers. This is gonna be no. I had a great time watching this. I'm really looking forward to Wicked Part 2, aka Wicked for Good. And this is just a pure delight. It's charming. It has its dark moments. It has its loving moments. It's just all there in a package with a bow on top. To no surprise, coming in at number 1, we have Dune Part 2. This is like everyone's favorite of 2024 with good reason. Denis Villeneuve absolutely slayed this. This is easily one of the greatest films within the past 5 years alone. The love and care that has been put into it from the cast and the crew, everyone behind the camera, everyone in front of the camera, it shows. There's a heavy load that was lifted to make this thing work. Everyone brought their A game. The score is phenomenal. The cinematography is excellent. Among many other things, I could go on and on. But man, Part 1 and Part 2 are the perfect double feature, and these are just heavy hitting. What a caliber of a film. So there it is, guys. You have my top 10, my 5 honorable mentions, and we're not done though, because on my next video, I'm going to be dropping my top 10 worst and honorable mentions as well on that. Be on the lookout for that. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button, hit a like. I really appreciate it. It helps me out. You know the drill. Every YouTuber keeps saying this stuff. You already know. I don't need to tell you. Anyways, now I want to hear down below what your favorite films of 2024 were. If there's any I didn't mention here, if there is some I mentioned here, you just want to put some input in respectfully, I'd really like to hear that from you. So yeah, man, stay fresh, God bless, and peace!